Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. There is a massive sense of expectation, bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, someone I really like, Peter, is Lautaro Martinez. The graft, the energy, the dynamism, he's got all those properties we expect from South American forwards. And he's also someone who's quite happy to drop back, whether to receive the ball or to make up defensive numbers.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Menu. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dink through. De Ligt makes the interception. Fiddles it through. That is good alertness. Oh, important interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
Big chance! Goal! Inter! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence. That'll do for me every time.
So, a breakthrough already. Mazraoui. Martinez proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Menu. Ashlani. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's clever. Bayindir comes out and deals with it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Zielinski. He's seen that early. Used a certain six. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just off target. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. And he's had it nicked away. And now they can spring out of defence. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Zielinski. Gets a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Looks to go up and over. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pinches it off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Menu. Now it's Thuram. Aimed beyond the defence. Good read, needed to be.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he's picked out the run. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's there to clear it. Zielinski. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes is onto it in a flash. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Inter Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Some resolute defending there. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Martinez. Passes short and sharp. Oh, and the shot! No mistake! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Zielinski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Thuram just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that looks a good ball through. Bayindir gets good distance on it. Well, played right into his path. Can he put it away? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Martinez. Diogo Dalot gets across to intercept that. And here's Højlund. Shapes to shoot! Zielinski given the lift of his goal. Out for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Mount. And here's Højlund. Martinez. Chip through. Neatly clipped into space. Tries to get it clear. And here's Lautaro Martinez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's decent hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hoyland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 52.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Danger
20.
averted for now.
Il numero 11. Il numero 49.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Can he pull it off? Thuram made a good run there. Nicely aimed pass. And Martinez! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
And he's being shifted off it. Eriksson. And the counter is on. He's looking to set free a runner. Inter Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Thuram, and he's in on... Can he finish? They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further.
The hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. Shot could be on. And the shot! That's good play. And he's taking no chances there. Dumfries. And Inter now could counter-attack. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good-looking ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's that, the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Thuram claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Looking for the run. Stood up well to him there. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's not the biggest, strongest or quickest, Peter, but what he lacks in physique, he certainly makes up for with a supreme footballing intelligence and great technique. He just seems to be able to see situations develop before anybody else, and
he's got the shot away! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Johnny Evans charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Dumfries. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Zirkzee. Now there's a fine ball.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Can he spark a counter here? He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's there to clear it. And the pass is intercepted. Martinez! Diogo Dalot with the clearance. Zirkzee. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ahmad. Manchester United trying to orchestrate. Has a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Zirkzee brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, it's come loose.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Mount. He could be in here. Oh, no. And the shot! Manchester United! The breakthrough strike! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Asllani. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mount. Great ball if he can get there. He's onside. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. That's a nicely weighted pass. Dink through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes. Goalkeeper's ball.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ashlani. And it's lofted through here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Højlund really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mount! There's the shot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
That gets things going for the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Ashlani. And it's Mkhitaryan. That's Mount. Picked out brilliantly. Casemiro.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Manchester United have reclaimed it. Now it's Mount. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Thuram. Mkhitaryan. Bruno Fernandes. Zirkzee pinches it off him. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Ashlani. Now that looks a... Thuram! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
And that's definitely not his best.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's being shifted off it.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
An hour into the second half.
80.13 spettatori.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zirkzee. Mount. Gets good distance on it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mkhitaryan. And that is a little undercooked. Try! No mistake! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Zirkzee. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That is a... He's gone for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Xerxes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
Manchester
52.
United with the corner.
Numero
They're
53.
first.
Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20. Il numero
That tackle
11.
was certainly
Il
sturdy.
numero 49. Attenzione, un cambio.
And here's Højlund. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was. Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Casemiro. Good pressure, determined, intense. Aims beyond the defence. Keeper's ball. It's a sharp pass. Inter Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough, can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Correa. Asllani. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Correa. Martinez. Eriksson. Diogo Dalot. Eriksson. And he welcomes it in.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Dumfries. Çalhanoğlu. Thuram. Correa. Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And he's only too great. Keeper's misfortune. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Inter can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Thuram! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mkhitaryan, and he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. So he's plotting something before playing it in. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's played it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Mount. And here's Højlund. Højlund was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mount has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
And it's Mkhitaryan. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Højlund. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from...
And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Carlos Augusto clears. Mount. Mount! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Gives it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Martinez. Mount. And now the breakaway. Mkhitaryan. Great hit! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Asllani. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Inter Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Mazraoui gets across to intercept that. Manchester United look here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away.
And Martinez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's their second corner of the game. Up he goes! And that has been clubbed away. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Bruno Fernandes. Zirkzee. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Johnny Evans gets over and intercepts. Johnny Evans spots it and intercepts. Zirkzee. And that has put paid to that. Inter Milan are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Oh, this looks sharp. Zirkzee might just make this.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's played into the middle. Bruno Fernandes. Out of play for a goal kick. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Bayendier. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
It's a good spell of possession, this. He's had it taken off him. Bruno Fernandes. Carlos Augusto cuts out the pass. Asllani. Martinez. Thuram. Thuram! This time, surely! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Inter Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a good... And the finish! And that would have been some goal.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Dumfries concedes a free kick for that. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Casemiro. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ahmad! And that is doing no harm at all.
Manchester United just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
He's only too happy to take that back. No, again there's no way through. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, great Mount! Same again, same outcome.
Manchester United really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Martinez. Ahmad.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Thuram! They've scored! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
There's the hit! No mistake! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Oh, strongly challenged there.
Such good technique.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, look at the space here. Can he spark a counter here? Inter Milan have got it back, and they'll have another go. Martinez, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mkhitaryan pinches it off him. Zirkzee, Ahmad. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick, and the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 52.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 11, il numero 49. Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And that could set him on his way. Is there any support? Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And the pass is intercepted. Correa providing an outlet on that flank. Menu. Zirkzee. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Martinez. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Played back towards his own goal.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
4 added minutes on the board. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Correa. And it's Correa. Inter Milan finding their passes. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retreat. Oh, what has happened here? And time is up. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here. Diogo Dalot running with the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teens? I'm someone who likes to think that I've seen my fair share of defensive greats, but this boy looks to have it all, and if he fulfills his potential, we're in for something special.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Mount. Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! Now it's Martinez. He's through here. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Carlos Augusto with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Quarter of an hour played. Menu. Casemiro. So it is still 0-0. Zirkzee, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And Martinez! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Højlund driving forwards. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Half an hour played now. Mkhitaryan kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Menu. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now the finish! He's got away with one there. Martinez. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mkhitaryan. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Shooting chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Menu. Mazraoui. And De Ligt. Looks to the other side. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Final ball not quite right. His teammates are irritated at that. Nicely worked. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bastoni.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Inter Milan finding their passes. Casemiro. Menu. Zirkzee. Højlund. He's been picked out. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Thuram! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Menu, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mount. Zirkzee. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This might... And Martinez! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a bullet was kicked, and I still haven't moved. Inter have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Casemiro. Zirkzee. And the pass is intercepted.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
Almost an hour gone. And here's Højlund. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Casemiro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Asllani. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great position.
Martinez! And that has fair fizzed.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Diogo Dalot. And here's Højlund. Thuram. Thinks one through. That's good vision. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That is good alertness. That's a lovely, neat pass. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 52.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il
Ericsson.
numero 11, il numero 49. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Oh, great chance! Can he finish? Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Backward it goes. And the shot! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Fernandes.
Diogo Dalot really added the width.
And the shot! Well, that was very necessary.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Correa! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Inter Milan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Correa. He's played him through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ericsson. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. He has found the way through. Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net. Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that is as far as it goes. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your reflections then, Jim?
Inter certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. We're building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The action has already started. Well, that's well seen too. Now it's Martinez. He's through, it's and Martinez! Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, someone out.
He's had a hit! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries a shot! Chance here to counter. And he's picked out the run. Martinez! Mkhitaryan. Thuram. That is chance! And it's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. He's looking wide. Thuram. Thuram! Denied by an instinctive save.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the ball's a decent hit! Mount. Menu. Casemiro. And here's Højlund. That is great defending, so alert.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He might be in here! Thuram. And the ball's come loose here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Quality ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Mkhitaryan. Bruno Fernandes. That has been cut short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Martinez. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mkhitaryan. And they're quick to get it back. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's in, surely! Oh, he's been caught napping. Big chance! Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Najraoui. Menu. And the pass is intercepted.
This is the time you need that pace. That's great positioning, so good from him.
Menu. Zirkzee. Mount. Oh, that was vital. And Inter now could counter-attack. Diogo Dalot cuts out the pass. Menu.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's been cut out, well played. Menu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now there's a fine ball. And we hit half-time. So your views on the first half?
Inter are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Inter Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Cambio di giocatori.
Here we go again then. And he's being shifted off it. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. And there's green grass ahead of him. Carlos Augusto calmly anticipates. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Diogo Dalot. Zirkzee. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that's well spotted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ashlani. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And the finish! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Eriksson. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Mkhitaryan, he is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Looks to go up and over. Oh, well played, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required...
Now the finish! It's a goal!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
He's cut it out.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Keeper's ball. Now it's Martinez. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh no, this does not... It's Mkhitaryan! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Martinez with a definite foul there.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 52.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20.
Inter Milan are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Collier. Zirkzee. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Martinez. And he's picked out the run. Eriksson. Zirkzee. And it's Eriksson. That's really nicely played. Now it's Thuram. De Ligt does really well to win the ball there.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He's going for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that could set him on his way. Now it's Thuram. Poor robust challenge. Diogo Dalot.
Inter can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Correa. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. And time is up. Inter Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Thuram claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?